Sorry about the, lack of the streams. Recently, I broke my stomach because apparently I developed the potato allergy and like I woke up midnight like pretty much screaming in agony. I wish I was lying on that. So I wasn't really playing this game. Maybe related to some... where was that guy again? Or maybe he was playing some other games. That's top left. Anyways, I have to beat the... Oh... I mean, that's a good issue still. My plan is, or the objection is, to beat the... Up to Udi soul self found is probably good enough to me. After that, it's gonna be an angelic farming, and the angelic takes forever to farm on its own. I don't really see a reason to, limit myself to this character. Maybe get to 140, but afterwards, I do not believe this is the character to start pushing with, or nice to push with this character for that matter. Talasha is not done, 110. Oh no. I honestly saw that coming. Following Spark is just painful. Oh god, that's gonna kill me. I will need a South Helmet, I will need something else. Oh god, 2 more. So in terms of the what's scary, 100% Fordrim Spark is the scariest one that I have to worry about. Talasha himself is completely useless, like I can do it at any moment if I want to. Only real exception to that rule is oh god. His life spark can be very brutal. Tenacity is definitely one that I have to worry about. Where's Tenacity? Because Tenacity will shoot those strong poison. And it will pretty much force you to the HP 1 for the rest of the time. Okay, I was lucky on that one. Can I move? Only thing now I have to worry about is a lift storm, like this one. And well, I guess a spark because he wanted to place that there. But yeah, that's not that hard if you know what to do. What's other one thing left? Binding on Bell, Akarat. Assault is not done. Jitan, Inquisitor I've done. What's the Rift side actually? Is there 110 Rift that drops something? No. Yeah, so that's that. Next is Assault on Mount Arret to get extra defense percent. Okay. I've done the ISO right, yeah. Need to make sure because I sometimes forget the ISO. Part of the direction I want to choose is that I want to use the, non-traditional stuffs, especially as a leveling character. Brewmaster is definitely traditional, so I want to go away from that. Also, Brewmaster defense bonus, which is 1%. 1% per. Brewmaster gives a defense per rune socketed in your gear, but I believe that you can actually get the Brewmaster defense bonus from the. Okay, I have 2 of them, so I'm ready to make the honorific proper. Okay. And I can press it too. I can obviously go for crafting if I want to, but I think I'm gonna go for the honor because, well, I really don't see too much reason to not do. Depends on the choice. I might actually use the mastercrafted gloves to make the God Tower, but I'm not sure. One mark of infusion. I don't know if I need 2 or 1. I actually don't know. Because that depends on how much I farmed before. One no. Seems like I need 1 more. Oh, by the way, thank you for the. Oh, by the way, I could add back my music. Thanks to the Max or the, I guess dev team is the Discord. It's not really add back the music. It's just the game volume is actually a master volume. So like I had to max the gameplay volume to make the music volume high. Because those are multiplicative, if that does make sense. Yeah, not useful. I should clean the inventory. Page 1 has to be more clean. 20 sucks, but whatever. I don't know how much I'm gonna get in terms of the runes. After like 120, I'm gonna just trash all of the runes in the thing, and then when I need it, other than enhanced rune that is, when I need it, I'm gonna take some runes. But right now, I guess that makes sense to keep all of them because, well, it matters still. Orgia is tier 4, right? Mali is probably better, but Koi is fine. It's heavy anyways. I believe those are all level 99 trails, so I'm gonna keep all of them. I don't know if I'm gonna craft any jewels, to be fair. But we are not gonna use the Rune Master. We can definitely use the other stuffs if I want to, but no. Minus 10 minimum damage. We are not conversion build though. Yeah, that's a very good one. Lifesteal. 5% lifesteal is nice. Magic Find is nicer to me. Actually though, what's my PS? 175 already. Then no. I'd find something better. Ice Rune is for the Umbaru treasure, obviously. Well, obvious for us players, but may not be obvious for a low person. I don't know. Let's use the shrine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use the creepy. I have a creepy, Trinity. Trinity is not bad either. I kind of want to go for Trinity actually. I don't have enough to press anyways. I'm gonna keep belt because I might do something with belt. 14 God Tower was nice. I wish that was not that. Oh, I had that. So what do I want to make? Strength? Elemental res? Elemental res? I don't really need elemental res though. MF is 100% there. Dexterity and defensive capacities maybe. I'm not sure about last one to be honest. It's not like we are gonna use these honorifics for the late game. Late game gear or the end game gear that I'm gonna UMO and potentially even craft. Depends on the, you know, how good the gear is. So the thing is gonna be percent defense? No, I have a low percent defense. If I want to get that, I should use... those are really low on defense though. I really don't have a much reason to add much into this, so... I'm not sure about the last thing that I can demo, or the what I want to demo. Honestly, hit recovery or something is probably gonna be the one. Assuming that my resist is okay though. I don't know why I always only use one. I need two of them. So those honorifics that I used for the leveling, elemental resist and gold find was the big ones. Well, because we are full strength build, we can definitely go for different ones. And well, why not? We are gonna socket the gems instead of the runes to these because why not? Honorific wants the really low level requirement items. And well, what's lower than the perfect gems? I'm gonna put one more. Sure. If I have more diamond, I would appreciate it, but don't have it, don't have it. Okay, that's that. My gear's kinda done. I need to get a couple more, what's the name? Arcane Crystal to do the blessing for later. But that can wait a long time, so that's not really in hurry or the importance yet. Attack rating is very low, that's why I put the dexterity. Part of the reason is that I really don't have much else to put into. I mean... life reach might not be the worst idea to be fair. Like, my life reach is like... I have life reach but doesn't really give me life vision, so... might be better to use that. Objection for now is to get 115, get 115, get a couple of the charms right here to better, but that's gonna wait, honestly. Those are decent enough. Other than the Person's Focus, those are decent enough. Last thing I can do is definitely a crafted throwing axe now I think about it. Do I have this throwing axe? I think it's on the filter. I'm gonna put it on notifier real quick. Looks fine. Diamond. As any innate elemental damage build, I mean, we are actually strength build, which actually saves a lot in terms of that. But still, a low innate elemental damage build kind of suffers on the same issue. I'm gonna put the oil block on that. My physical resist is again crazy good. I can even get better boots later if I want to. No really a big issue. I have 48% physical resist, or 47 now. So I'm not worried about physical resistance. Anyways, up to 115, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the, you know, Frozen River and save the Anya for obvious reason. 10% elemental resistances. I'm going to go ahead and then go for the... What's the name? Top of the mountain, and then at the Arid Summit, I'm gonna fight the Barbarian, and also I'm gonna get the Cham there. I'm not gonna roll the good Cham yet, because I really don't need it yet. That's that. And after that, I can do the... level up to 115 at the cow level. Gear-wise, I have very easy one still left, so that's that. Which is to... Gear-wise, one of the easiest thing is still left, which is get the blessing to my honorifics. After that though, it's gonna be either crafted, which is nightmare. Oh my god, is my resistance okay? Yes, it's okay. It's just my defensive abilities are low. Fair enough. Gear-wise, I can go for crafted. I can go for... Yeah, mainly crafted, I guess. I'm gonna get like 20 jewels. You don't need too many jewels, especially with this build. Shouldn't use too many jewels. But I can always fix some minor PS problem with well-crafted jewels. Because I think it can roll 2% lifesteal, aka 4% minus enemy lightning resistances. Which is gonna be enough to fix most issues if I have to do it. Pierce is never gonna be an issue. $111. It's so relaxing to be able to do this. Also, by the way, Alice started to hate the clear mind, and I'm like, yeah, you see? That skill sucks. That's my feeling. That skill requires extreme amount of gear. There's something insane gear-wise to make it workable, so I'm not surprised that he hated that eventually. Is this... I might save that just in case. I do not believe I'm gonna use it, but I might save that. I don't know. We have 35% physical resist from skills, I believe. We can put a void into the armor if I want to. How much avoid will I get though? I know invisible is everywhere, so that's that. Shimmering is trash, but... Well. I'm gonna open portal first. Then I'm gonna fight against that. 10-second cooldown is annoying after all. And this is fully upgraded to 40% elemental resistance. So that charm is completely done. Ah, trash. I didn't have the shrine. Trinity? Probably Trinity, yeah. I'm not sure what shrine I want to use for that, to be honest. Whatever is most lacking, either strength for the... Wait, that's normal attack? It's usually either strength for the innate elemental damage. I'm not sure which is gonna be more lacking for me. I feel like innate elemental is more lacking, to be fair, but I'm not sure. Either way, I need to make the weapon better. At the 115, I think I'm gonna change. At the latest. It's not like I won't do it earlier, but doesn't make sense to do it. I just realized something. I'm stupid. Oh, by the way, be ready for fun time. We slow the axe at the speed. Wow, 30-29? That's insane. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can do this. Well, good joke. Damage is low. I wish I had significantly more damage. That's a low damage. So that was an extremely good one. I might not have the better one in my, you know, actual account or the actual side of the character. Damage is very low. The reason why I want to delay the leveling or the delay swapping the weapon is because it has 1000 attack rating, which is gonna help a lot. The reason why I want to delay that is because, yeah. But I have to swap the weapon because this is 33% innate elemental damage scaling, and just turning it to the sacred crafted, it's gonna be 45%. It's way better, so I really don't have a choice over that. I'm most likely gonna use the Gilded Shield. I again won't go towards the bell because I can't beat the bell yet, so the full purpose is to come here and then get the waypoint. That's it. I'm not going to fight anything because I can't. Talons, not necessary at all. I'm gonna keep Elemental because Elemental set VS still Elemental scaling, so might use it. I don't know. I really don't know if that's ever useful. Anyways, now we are at the point where I have to level up to 115. Let's make sure all of the champs are there though. 110, skills done, load attrition done. Didn't die. Assault of Mount Arret, Akarat. Trashy, but whatever, I'm gonna get better one later. Horsens needs to be better. Both 25 and 5% is gonna be necessary. Binding of Bal is done, so I have two things to do. One of them is to beat it couple more times. Although I actually have 175 peers, meaning I actually do not need to do it now. Other than the stats, which is +1 to stats is not important at all. Well, asking that you shall receive. 525. 5 to life steal, 0 mana steal because we do not have any mana steal scaling. Most of the characters don't even care anyways because it's not the main sustain. Especially against the bosses, you cannot even reliably use this. So we don't use it at all. Think about how level is. First and foremost, a lot of enemy densities. Second and more importantly though, there's invisible enemies that can surround you at any moment. So running is risky. If you're low defense, which I am not, with 100k defense is not very low defense in this context. Oh, I didn't need Tyrun. But if you're really low on the defense, then you really have to go for it. Be careful on like, do not get surrounded or be ready to kill everything when surrounded. I do not want to use Ancient Armor. I'm not that desperate about the defense. Oculus, not very useful. I'm gonna get 115 in like 5 to 6 cow level run from this point, I think. Yeah, sounds about right. Assuming I don't die and do full clear every time, I should get around there super fast. We have 170 and that long was actually awful. Because of the PS, our damage is actually decent. Even though like numbers are very low and like gears are definitely not up there. Thanks to the 100 over 100 PS that I have at the moment, which essentially makes every enemy's defense resist to 0. It's actually not that bad to fight right now. The gear choice that you can use, especially as a Stampede main, is the Chainmail tier unique, which gives the extra proc, which is important because for the 44%, you know, weapon damage build, for the 44% weapon damage build, 7% arrow proc is like such a good damage. I might pick that up. I do not believe there's any... Okay, I actually have something I want to make. Yeah, you can die very quick like that. Though I could have definitely survived the 7 crit, but I don't care. Keep. There's a couple of things I want to make, but one of them is something called Down, which is a one Zorin, and you're gonna get such a good number. I'm gonna 7 crit too, honestly. Doing extra is not bad. I do not believe that I have to do anything in terms of gear for the most part. For the survivability at least. One thing I know I will do at the 120 is to actually meet the guy. Yeah, if you use the Stampede as a main skill, then this is very important that you have some kind of WPD proc. What's other Rex is important because that's damage. I mean, that's gonna be a ticket to do the Fool's Gold quest. And Fool's Gold actually is one of the stronger side of the charm if you get the good one. But you will never get the good one. Oh, by the way, I have to quit Ari for some reason, and I can't do the stream later today, so just deal with it. I don't have a choice. Sorry about the, you know, unstable schedules. Fascinating is the strength, right?
No.
Leather glove. Oh, by the way, cow level is has the bias for craft and shrines, I think. It's like low quality sacred gear can drop way more or something like that. I don't remember, to be honest. I mean, it's simply just a rift, and rifts drop a lot of item compared to non-rift anyways, so I think that's the reason. Any sacred unique should be picked up. Any unique tiered unique should be picked up. I still need Dark and Crystals. We are not that savvy on the... We do not need that like crazy amount of the Arcane Crystal. Unless I'm gonna gear up in a way that requires so much Lightning Pierce from the Jewel. Unlikely, but it's a possibility. At least it's within consideration. 4% Pierce is actually highest number that you can get. If you use Rim Master, it's possible that you're gonna prefer the lightning rings. But well, I did pick the weirder path, so. I think innate is the better for the blessing. We are not gonna have that much innate numbers for a while. Actually... I won't mind using the Silks of the Pictor actually. That one, while it's not that great, like it's really decent for the what it is. Amazon Javelin, that was Bob Axis. That's Necro. Hellfire. Yeah, I think innate elemental damage could be real big deal. Yeah, I don't really see much innate elemental damage options to indeed. This is actually surprising. Okay. Yeah, I don't really see much option to me in it, so I think innate elemental blessing is gonna be most important. Strength is more achievable than innate elemental damage. Unfortunately, I have to use all of them, I guess. So on the sacred honorific items, you can bless it. You cannot bless anything lower the tier, any other tiers like tier 4s, tier 3s. You can bless angelics, but that's that. So yeah, I'm gonna bless these two real quick. I don't really care too much about the result. But it's a starter, so I want to at least have some level of lab. I'm not willing to change that for a while anyways. And I'm gonna get... second piece of the Beach Hunter. I believe +3 to skill is even automatically inserted. So that's that. Has a notification on it. Anyways, let's level to the 115. I did bless my gear, so I'm fine with what I have for a while. If possible, I want to clear, let's say 115, 120, 125. Yeah, let's say fast Timbile to potentially even Udician with this gear. I'm not gonna talk about the trophies because trophy won't happen. Udi trophy won't happen with this gear, there's no way. You need far more than this. Udician trophy is literally just gear check, so there's nothing else than the... Nothing more important than gear in the Udician fights. I'm not gonna take a Primordial Might because I really do not see a reason to put even 1 point into them. Unless you max the Mark of the Wild, you really do not have a reason to put any point in that. And even if you have a Mark of the Wild, you really don't have a reason to put point into that. It's essentially Vanish, but yeah, it's not that great, so... Unless you have 25 point in, there's literally no reason for you to put any point in there. I know 3 damage per hit sounds so tempting, but yeah, no. No thanks. I don't know why this just never gets thrown. Honestly, one other thing I might do is just swap the armor to the chainmail. If I'm gonna use the Stampede as a main, that's definitely a big consideration that I want to make. Malrun, I might actually put that in. Whatever the gear is, or whatever the build is, if you have the full complete set, you should be able to get to the fast Timbile farming. More or less. It might be slow, but you should be able to do it. 5 more level. Yeah, I think there's a lot more I want to get from the thing. And also 5% avoid is available. I believe via Lazarus Trophy. Sleep, man. I think it's gonna be Tryon and Lazarus or something like that. God, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that already. Okay, whatever. My defense is around 100k. It's low, especially for the Barbarian standard. But I have at least max immortal to, you know, help me sustain. I do not have any other defensive layer. I do not even have a block. Which means my number is extraordinarily low. What's the other rack? By the way, my mana is high enough. And this doesn't even have a meditation. The reason why my mana is that high, or my mana is completely up all the time, is because I have the... Ego stance. So I shouldn't have to worry about the mana issue. That's why I was confident that even if I feel like there's a problem right now, I would be fixing it. Any call is must take. $115 doesn't have anywhere that has the particularly high resist requirement. If anything, I'm gonna say the only thing that I have to worry about in terms of the resist is the, well, physical resist, which you really can't get high. Only there's like 3 gears that can be used for physical resist, and that's it. Lacerator, that might be okay. I mean, life after each kill helps. I wish it has at least magic fine on top. If that has like 50% magic fine, that can be actually decent. But as it is really bad. I guess I'm gonna start from the... Okay, I have to get 115. One more, and I can get 115. I guess I have to start from the Caudium. No, cow level. At the 115, I'm gonna start Caudium and get the Speed Transfer. Sounds like a drug, but this is a Diablo. Don't drug anything. Don't drug anybody. It's not worth it. Might take that actually. Two socket. I wish at least we can just filter with like max socket. Oh, there you are. I'm sure Cow level or the Cow Prince is gonna be very rough with this build at the moment. Cow Prince is actually strong, so... But you can Corpse Run, so I'm not worried about it, to be honest. I'm fully willing to push with Corpse Run. Okay, 115. Now we get the lob capacity. For example, this. I'm not gonna take this because we are not gonna get any effect from the stun. And also damage from that is totally useless. You have no reason to, or no benefit to, essentially to get that. Well, let's start from this, I guess, because I'm here. I guess I won't start from Caudium. Killing a bull please will grant max 38 to all attributes charm, but 0 to 38, so you can sometimes see like... Well, something like this essentially. Not great at all. On the hardcore I wouldn't do that early, but take that early, but whatever, doesn't matter. That's strong enough for Caudium. This tile color actually makes me feel like this place is in the Act 2 than Act 3. I mean, I guess Act 2 doesn't have a tree, so this is different biome. But it's hard to tell. By the way, I heard that you can actually exhaust those guys if you want to. If you're really low on defense, those guys are a serious issue, but normally these are not the issue for coming here. Issue is the Lord Primus and his sword. That will give me the minus life vision. That's 51. That needs to be changed. 51 is too low. Fire res is not enough. How? Whatever. I'm gonna put Bloodstone. That's fine. I want to get more damage, so. I'm gonna keep it. I usually keep the leveling gears right here, so. I'm gonna keep it as ever. Okay, what's next? Honestly, I want to get the Split Trans Hub to be better one. Split Trans Hub will help me, so that's Trojan. I don't need it, but like it helps, so might as well go for it. I need to kind of swap the boots to the better movement speed boots. I actually didn't notice that I shouldn't have blessed on the you know, that gobble boots, but that's fine. I opened the portal because I can die here, and also sometimes I want to just. Yeah, you see that life was lowered. That's also, that was really bad luck, either. That's because that I got hit by those swords, and then those swords will lower your, like, give you some kind of life, some kind of damage that's really hard to counteract. So yeah, that's like 7 crit moment on the hardcore. I don't have to, because it's softcore. Yeah, that's gonna happen. 88 is better, but it's still low. I need more than that. Well, I'm gonna farm up later, actually. It's really bad luck, but it's above half at least, so that's that. 115. Oh yeah, that's true. Let's go for Trasha. So 115, one of the biggest one and also scariest one, especially in the hardcore context. To the point where, you know, sometimes it is delayed to 125 to 130, and sometimes even then it kills somebody. Tranafla. That place is awful. Actually, I have one thing I want to do. I'm gonna actually see how stupid it is, but I think I can survive against that. I saw throwing ox. I want to get throwing ox. I want to upgrade my weapon to the throwing axe that's better than this. As long as we use all the strength-based items, we are never gonna have any issues. We are not gonna use something like got the lang or whatever. I don't know how to read that. Experience magic find. God, that would be nice for the if I were running someone then on the hardcore or something. +1 to skill and 10%. I mean, usually you'd use still the number ring, but yeah. So welcome to here. Walk away every few seconds. Also pray to the god that he decided to actually attack a lot, because it highly depends on that. 20 seconds lockdown. But he can decide to do that, so that's that. I'll delay that. Yeah, it's here.
Yes.
I'm gonna trophy later, so that's that. Next. Black Road, I guess? That's not bad idea. Oh, I have to do Veiled Prophet, that's true. Black Road is life and mana, also the fast Timber access, but it's really just a bit featured and it's actually that, you know, important to get to the fast Timber. Especially because you have to do the harder quest than this. Got the Black Load. 150 to life, 75 to mana. Black Load.
Hello.
Next, Act 2. Tron Nafla. I'm gonna go for Veiled Prophet first. I'm not sure what the map shape is. I'm gonna just walk back. Whatever. By killing Isel, you can get the portal to the place, if you remember that is. You definitely killed Isel because it's not the hard boss in this mod. Or if you shouldn't feel hard at all, but yeah, that's that. That's a Nephilim Lift Diamond Gate. There's a town, by the way. Believe me or not, there's a town right here. Also, you have to eventually farm like a place where that connects from here. Also, there is a Void quest, Udician quest, and also Void and Udician, Veiled Prophet, Library of Fate access. What else is there? Oh, Judgment Day. So yeah, you really will come here. I do not think you're gonna skip this place ever. Item here is Zakram's ear. That's the most important one. The important gimmick is, well, I'm gonna show you to be honest. This will claim a low life. Meteor shower. Yeah, you're gonna die. I just wanted to show that. After you kill those totems, they are gonna use the meteor shower, which actually matters you if you're close by. Also, visually, it can be desynced and vanish. I lost hardcore character to that once. So I'm gonna say that you should wait around 8 seconds outside and then walk back in. Like, at the moment where you first come in, Meteor Shower will 100% kill you. Even at high level, it will probably be significant damage still. And we got Hyper Surface. We are not gonna run the Cyclone though. That's a Zakram's ear. That's the charm that I was talking about. It can roll, I think, 6 to 10% those attributes and 5 to 15% experience. Eventually, you at least 10% all attributes. That's gonna be one of the more annoying part of the farming. Sakura's avatar needs to die first. Oh my god, music is back. If I want streaming, I might actually not have that much issue finding the fix. Yeah, Meteor Shower is gone, so I can walk back. That's 6%, this is 715. Both are bad. One more charm I can get this here, which is actually, I have one more avatar to kill. But importantly, there is one more charm that I can get. Veiled Prophet. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna wait outside, to be honest. Okay, what the hell was that? Anyways, I shouldn't have died. I tried something fancy and it failed, but you really shouldn't have problem surviving here, so that's that. Trophy bonus, if some build can actually attempt at this point, I won't suggest it on the hardcore context, but some build can at least try to do that, but trophy bonus of that place is this place is summon minion resistances. Trophy itself is 10% combat speed, so almost all builds wants that. 15% actually. Okay, my damage is awful. I hate that. I hate that. No, I need crafted. No, I need crafted. This is garbage. That's garbage. This has 100 attack, life of the HQ and 10% slow, so I don't really hate this too much. That's garbage. 29% chance to hit, no wonder it feels like extremely tanky. Cause quite frankly it is. Oh, invasion. Ah, yeah, I can do invasion. I need to try not to die, which is hard part. For the trophy challenge here, I need to try not to die. Oh, by the way, King of Sin drops from the Chaos Sanctuary. If you try to do the meet the bell, you're gonna find that. But if you want to, you know, for whatever reason, you have to only get that. I really don't know why. You can do it like that was risky. I need more health. You can get the one on the bottom right. Normally the extra fast guy, Benta. And the top left guy has the Key of Lies, I believe. Oh no, Key of Lies, yeah. If you teleport on top, you should be able to do the damage without ever getting hit by Rift Storm, I must say. But apparently no. I've never seen that Rift Storm position there. But well, this one's not too hard. As long as you dodge the Rift Storm and, well, you keep being inside of those ice circle, if they pop, it shouldn't be too much of a deal. The additional quest is not get hit by the Rift Storm, which you shouldn't, quite frankly, because you're gonna die. Okay, that was smooth. Other than one time I almost died. That quest, I believe you can die and doesn't lose the capacity to upgrade. But I could be wrong. That could be changed. And also, if I die, I will definitely not be able to do the... I will definitely not be able to do the... What's the name? So Asmodan Trophy Challenge, which, you know, even if you're low damage, you can actually do it. I don't want to die. But yeah, that's done. And get out of here, so I can actually do the stuffs. Though, I guess that doing the Asmodan Trophy Challenge at first try is actually kinda hard. Not because it is like impossible to kill it in time or, you know, Asmodan will, but the Asmodan can place like a fortress on top before, right before. Oh my god, corpulent. There's like 6 of them and they charged at me. Okay, that one I need to take note of and never repeat that mistake. Cause if that happens on hardcore, that's a rip. There's like 6 corpulent. They run extremely fast and they just kills you, I guess. And Carnage really does the damage. Dark Sovereign is fine. There's no trophy challenge for me, so I'm gonna just normally finish it by killing it like normal person. I don't have to go for the trophy challenge on the first try anyways. Especially on the Asmodan, because after you kill, there's a solid chance that the, you know, trophy is very hard to obtain afterwards. And you have to just delay getting it, which can take more than 10 seconds, and then you can... But the rushing may mean death, so it's not a nice situation to be in. If you want to do it, I'm 100% certain you can do the trophy challenge on the first try. Oh, that's a max roll. Okay, Fortress isn't that strong actually. I need to get that. If I trophy this, it's gonna be 15%, 150 life I think. And probably 75 to mana, so definitely worth it. But practically speaking, it's hard to do. There's like harder ones left. At least we are not melee build, so we can, you know, trash. So, God. Farnafla and Crush 3000 PL left, right? Also, yeah, successfully upgraded, so it has a max life and mana on top. And also 1-2 skill level is the beating Riftwalker to itself. I have to clean the glasses. One moment. Two champs left. Easier one. Let's go for the easier one. Next champ is Hammer with hand judges. That gives, for me, that gives 1 to all skills and that's it. It has a spell focus, so spellcaster wants that to be the max roll. Also fixed roll of the weapon physical damage, so any build that uses the melee or the weapon damage, weapon physical damage, may want to do that. Like Iceland Druid or any pretty much physical weapon build. We are innate elemental damage build, we do not care about that. Also, Akarat is not max roll, so I have to get the better one. But at least 24. I'm gonna level here, and also I may actually farm for the... I don't know, I might not actually. Great thing about this place is that... I'm gonna put attack rating. 1, I don't care about the lacerator, this is just there. And 2, I need attack rating. I don't think life after HQ is necessary. I don't think... I don't think anything else is the one to go for. I want to go for attack rating first. Shield is not properly done. Malu might be level 60 required, and that's pushing the level higher. Which is not great because I can put that instead of here instead. But well, not the biggest issue. Strength, MF. I'm gonna put a lot of things MF. Strength, MF, Dex. Oh, I have a full socket ready. Because this is a, you know, gear to farm with, not gear to fight against the boss, so push the endgame. I can put Dex. Next. I'm not sure what is on top. Attack speed, lifesteal, strength, all attributes, no strength, and mental res? No, two Umaru is there. Not strength. I am not sure what is a mode. Oh, that's the EDMO. That makes sense. Fair point. I won't say strength, also 58 because of Umaru Knight. I'm gonna turn that. Take that off. MF and strength. I can definitely go for Dex instead, but yeah, whatever.
I can't. Impossible.
That one, whatever. MF should be put on everything. I'm not sure about anything else that I want to put. PDR, PLR is gonna be the next things, to be honest. That's done, right? Yeah. MF, MF. What in the world is supposed to... Oh, that's here. Quest item. MF, MF, MF. PLR, PDR, PDR, PDR. Or poison length reduction, which is better? Because this is leveling gear, I want to put everything in. MF first.
I can't.
If you're totally focusing on leveling and you have like decent character going on, MF plan is, MO plan is definitely 100% different than this. But yeah, I think physical damage reduction first. Life is low, but I do not think 100 to life is gonna make a super big difference. What's life percent anyways? 28, so that's like what, 420 life or something? That's not gonna be huge. Thing is, I really kinda am done with like anything that requires the poison rank reduction, to be honest, at this point. In terms of enemies that I have to fight. I guess I still have the Tiganze left, but poison kinda is a subjective, especially if you have enough like life vision to counteract it. Unfortunately, Caster, for example, will not really care about the poison just because, well, he already have the poison rank reduction, but on top of that, also I guess that I should show what my MF is. 200% magic fine now. So yeah, doing that now makes sense. And my damage aside, my attack rating got high enough to actually hit enemies with. Our sustain is a life after HQ right now. Actually, did I write life after HQ in the... Life after each kill is a fine sustain if you have to rely on that. That sucks, but it's fine option. I have 3000 strength, which means what? Something like 12% pierce? No wonder I feel like I have a capped res. Capped PS, essentially. East. That's Storm Zone, I think. And that's I believe the Java Zone. That second elementalist set, I'm not sure about using it, but I'm gonna continue collecting it. If you want to activate the Broom Master early, honestly, L Rune is more than enough to put early game. Obviously, calling is better than that, but the L rune is all attributes, so well, better than nothing. Or you can just put the lob resistance. That's probably better, to be fair. But we don't get the much from those, so. I don't know why I'm coming here. Yeah, I shouldn't come here. Okay, decent damage actually. It's way better than God Tower. By a lot. It's a lower to fight against seriously low level all skills at this point, but... yeah, it's way better. And I have 92,000 defense. Oh yeah, because I have the lower number of the runes socketed. I saw 98,000 and after that I should be getting some more ribbon guide. I didn't know why, but yeah, I know now. I'm gonna farm items after I got charms. After this, I have to go to the Tranafla. Tranafla trophy is not high on the priority. However, it is easy, assuming you are okay to die with. If this is hardcore, I will not set foot in there. We are far too weak for that place. We need like 300k defense minimum. Sifrin. What's the 3 runes that's necessary? I think Sif, Fall, and Wood. Those 3 runes should be kept because you will use it later. I mean, if you have to make the rune bus, that's fine. But especially 5th rune, if you have it, you shouldn't use it. Other than the rune bus that you need. You shouldn't up tier to make some upgrade to make some very good rune that you want or something. No, that's not gonna help you. I'm not sure about Judgment Day. I mean, as long as I can get the Judgment Day 1 upgrade, that's fine. So I'm not too worried about it, I guess. The reason plus the skill is important is because, well, that's first and foremost. I think it's defense or something? Not defense. At least the status. But also, it gives the Nephilim Spirit extra level. That sounds nice. Attributes, life on striking, and magic find sounds nice. I'm gonna take that. This place is relatively chill as long as your damage and sustain is good. Okay, I'm lying. Those bars, if you get surrounded by them, you actually can die super fast. They still deal a ton of damage. Okay, I showcase damage, okay? I didn't need to do that, but if you don't do anything, yeah, that's gonna be a damage. I just have to show, like, you know, why you died. But you shouldn't die for the most part. And our build is definitely not that tankiable. So damage is probably... okay, that's like... that's a hunter set. And I didn't get the luck. Charm is one in 3 times, so sometimes just don't drop. Mighty is Sparmonga set, so that's that. I got actually good amount of the... items. I'm gonna keep those.
What can I do
Two more oil block. Eh. Something like 1,100 plus and also oil blocked one is actually very good to keep if you plan to play that build, to be clear. Because you may not ever care about that build. Okay, Act 2. Why do I have to do this? Well, if this is hardcore, you should never come here. You should not come here. 90k defense, even with max physical resist, is far too low. We do not have enough sustain to keep our lives be alive, and also 6,000 life is definitely too low for this. However, on the softcore, you can corpse run and expect like 5 deaths or something, and you can still get the charm. It's not gonna be it's gonna be painful, but it's not gonna be impossible, so do not worry too much about it. God, it's so much better than GT. It's so much better than GT. I don't know why I opened the portal that far from the place. That's a dragon set, so yeah, damage seems decent. I believe you can still get the cube if you somehow lose the cube, which can happen if you try to do the potion trick or something. Tran Nafla's biggest gimmick is the Amazon Defenders. I'm gonna die at some point, like this. I didn't die, I'm surprised on that. That Ahmad guy... Okay, it was completely visually gone one too. That Ahmad guy will place something called Arrow Side when she die, and it will pretty much wreck your life to 0. How to dodge it? Well, either walk in some direction, even straight towards it is better than completely standing still. As long as you're moving, you're not gonna get too much damage at all. However, when you're trying to take item, pick up item, it kind of force runs us, and that actually kills me a lot of times. So that's actually one of the things that's most scary about picking up here is actually picking up item. Otherwise, as long as you keep moving at some degree, you should be fine. If you're staggered to death, well, you're gonna be staggered to death. There's a waypoint here. Actually, in like 2 different locations to here, essentially. Again, arrow side. Bosses are not too scary. Arrow sides are the what's scary. But you still have to be careful about phalanx, I believe. I could be wrong, actually. Do they use phalanx? That's gonna be a trophy challenge effect, but we are not gonna do the trophy challenge now, due to the fact that we really don't need it yet. I don't need it, and also... By the way, if you stand still here, as even like... with this character, I expect myself to die at some point, so... Like, we are really not tanky from this place perspective. Okay. I guess I'm gonna bait that then. Oh, why am I using that? That's the point. That's because I was not using the Gitan's gate. There's two Amazon defenders. Those arrow side can be invisible, and then Amazon defenders shouldn't be invisible, but well, practically speaking, they can just get lost in the, either inside of a mob of enemies or something like those red colors, or sometimes those, bushes can hide it well, and then you don't notice till you die. That happens sometimes, so you just have to assume it's always there as long as somebody can die. Summon builds sometimes have the lucky time where I don't know why I used that there. I really don't know why I used that there. You know what? Might as well get that fast. It's not that bad on the damage. I mean, I guess I got the SU, so that helps, I guess, but also one other thing is please don't run, because running means the defense is 0. Worse than 0, technically speaking, but the defense is at least 0. So please don't run. You don't need to run, ever. Anyways, I need to get the... So Charm here can roll 3 to 5% life and 5 to 15% mana. Some builds sometimes want the life mana roll to be high as possible, like Mana Source, Incarnation. Those builds care about the digitally maxed one. But otherwise... Oh, I forgot about the innate elemental damage. Otherwise, like something that has the 5% life. What's the Tranafra roll? I think it rolls up to 5% actually. Oh no, I have to farm for a while here. I forgot about the innate elemental damage roll. Sunstone of the Gods. Yeah, I need to farm. I forgot about that. Long time since last time I ran the IED build from the scratch. I forgot about that. Whoops. I might actually use that instead. I don't think 10% attack speed is doing anything. Yeah, I don't think that's doing anything, so I'm gonna run this later actually. Let's go for all of that and then hopefully get something workable. Above 20 in the strength and dexterity would be nice. I won't ask too much yet. Really good ones are like 30 plus in strength, dexterity, and vitality would be nice. Or I guess you can expect something like that. I think that's actually one of the best balanced one I got ever. Yeah, damage is okay.
Yes?
I wasn't expecting that, but sure. I'm gonna clip that and just talk about name disbelief or something. God. I don't know what to name yet. That one was so. That one was so dumb. I can't believe that. Oh wait, hold on. I have to change that. Oh god. Brain work. I don't need the life bar here. I need like top left to be shown here. Yep. Is layout okay now? I'm waiting for it. Whatever. Oh wait, I'm killing. I'm fighting? Timing was impeccable. Timing was so impeccable. Like timing of like his skill was so timed well. That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. That might literally be like better than my all-rounder in the one. 32 all attributes is really high. Eh. Like, what's my duped ones too? What do you have? Yeah, something like this is my one. To be fair, this one's kind of different purpose, so I wanted highest energy boost, but energy and vitality for that. So that is not worse. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I was not expecting that to happen at all. Okay, I need to do the Tran up a lot, because apparently I forgot about that has the innate elemental damage roll. Physical resistance is not high on the importance. Even if you're moving directly away or towards this, it's gonna... Okay, that was actually the right advice. I was about to say it's gonna be better than the standing still, but apparently my defense is low enough, not gonna work. But yeah, even if you're moving directly towards it, it is still significantly less damage. And even if directly away from that, like that, you won't die. You can die, but usually won't die. But I guess my defense is low enough that I shouldn't even try that. I'm killing Goblin first. Yeah, because she can use for phalanx, you still won't attack from the right direction, which is not from the which is from not like this direction, where phalanx, tens of phalanx can just stack on top of you and then pretty much murder you in like half a second. If that happens, you're gonna die. At the moment, I'm gonna say MO should be the life after each kill and attack rating. Breaking will have some life after each kill, so it's gonna help. But the life on striking or life spark would be nice, but you don't have to ask about that yet, so. Okay, that's a not great sign. Sometimes some attacks goes through the wall. I don't know why, but I've seen somebody died in very unfair way before. I'm going to clear the area around her. Oh, that might kill. So I'm presetting the kill. And I should place it here. I don't know if I'm gonna farm all the way to the 5-5, which is like 1/9 of a chance, which is really bad. But I'm gonna at least show how to do the trophy on the stream. I don't want to face the wrong direction, so that's that. She's dead. And just like that, you can get the trophy. I don't really need that trophy there, but... Okay. Thank you. Goblin needs to die, so... I don't really feel like cheating, to be fair. Oh my god, I have to still do the lob Ascaris call still, so I really don't have a reason to not do that, actually. Ascaris, Tran Afla can drop something called weather control. That have the chance to be 2%, I believe 2% to 5% range in the innate elemental damage, so you actually have to be careful on that. I'll take safe. Rather than dying, I'll take safe. I don't like it that I have to teleport right before that, but... Well... I have to still do the... Bond... Hammer of Tan Judges. That must be done, so I'm gonna probably do that fast, because why not? But after that, I'm gonna go for the weather control, cause... Weather control. Or the... I have to do a couple of the Tran Afla to get the weather control. I need 5. 515. Why? I'm gonna save these because there's actually some usage that I might use it for. It's a good idea to save that. Because it's useful. Six are like decent number. 22. No, that's spell focus, isn't it? 66 out of 400. Yeah, decent number. I have to still do the turn judges. $3,000 strength should be around 300 weapon physical damage, which is decent number actually. But we are not gonna have too much anyways, but... Setax is kinda fine weapon in terms of like... It has enough physical damage to still reach some bit. And it is still tier 4 warp of the scaling. Also 6 socket actually makes it, you know... Something's doable. I don't know what you're gonna do with it, but... Snowstorm is, by the way, really good item. It has 50 to 150 damage or something. 50 to 100, I think. To the weapon to the damage. 25 attributes. Pick that up. Akarat's finally done. God, I must admit, like, God Tower shouldn't be done that early. Yes, I did that like 3 times. I'm gonna say it like outright. I shouldn't have done that. There's no way that was nice. This is like way more manageable. And physical throwbarb is way better than this even, so... Hard real, so it should be 40 cast again. Charm. Because rune up downgrade is there, any normal rune that's worth like higher than the that's high enough, like Charm is nice. As long as you run any physical build, some amount of the spare Javelin is always a really nice option. So that's that. Sometimes even Yavin is used, but I'm not sure. If I could get better numbers, man. 3-3. Now Ancient Blood. Around the Dimensional Labyrinth, I will start needing to get the... what's the number? Oh my god, I feel sleepy. Just give me a judge and that's it. I have to go to the Tron after a low time, so I'm gonna cut it here. Sacrificial Mind. Eh. I want slightly higher number on a lot of stuffs now. What did I think? Oh yeah, 150 to... I want at least 100, I think. Good ones, like, because you have to do so much try-in, if you ask on the server, I'm sure somebody has a spare 150. But assuming you're not playing on the hardcore server where, you know, something can be lost over time. I will do those things for a while, up to 120. At the 120, I can get access to more important places. I can do the Mirror Tempo, which gives bound to skills. I can do the, again, the Weather Control, which gives maximum 5% to the innate elemental damage. I can do the Judgment Day, which gives some ridiculous numbers, like... 70. I'm getting really unlucky. Tranafla. I need to keep doing Tranafla till I get the 515. 5-5. 5 innate elemental damage, 5% life. And potentially even more if Ascari's Call is not enough. But at that point I might not do that and then, but I don't know. That's too far back. I don't need that many this time. I'm gonna get 515 and then I'm gonna start using the different items oh god. I'm gonna do the next trophy challenge. Up to that point I really do not have a reason to try that yet. Early game life after HQ is such a good sustain. So many arrow side. And inside of those you can see the invisible ones too, especially on the server, but those are really not server related issues itself. But the server has the prominent effect because of the miscommunication happening. But the arrow side can be invisible and then they can just murder you in like half a second. Even if I'm level 130 or so, I still am fearful about dying here. And I will not set the foot with very high level character unless they are like lab ready characters. In which case I do not think they can die here. Unless you stand still against like 5 arrow side or something. I don't know. It's always all about the arrow side management. Other than that, like there's only one thing that you can really die to, which is the phalanx. Phalanx is still scary, but not very. That's different item, right? Hammer button judges. I'm not gonna use any spells, or at least count on any spell damage. Five, 3. Not okay. I want life more than innate, I think. I need to farm a bit more to get the 120. At the 120, I can do a lot more stuff, but at the same time, I probably don't have time to do any of those stuff today, so... Well, I'm gonna just quit at the 120 and just maybe farm the charm off screen and some levels. I should not do that. Stupid. $71. Trash. I have so many garbage items. Again, like at some point I'm gonna stop, you know, picking up those items to the individual stash and then just use the shared stash. Just to minimize the effort of like, you know. At the 120, I definitely have enough items, maybe except the Jaren, to put into any socket where I want it to be. It's just for the convenience of like not picking up hundreds of duplicates and also 30 of duplicates. And also that, you know, not bringing up those like hundreds of runes to the individual slot in the shared stash. That's why I'm not gonna do that, so don't worry about it. Yeah, do not stand still. Can you phalanx so I can show that how bad of an idea that it is? You have to know about what to do. Hardcore is a low knowledge check. To be fair, there is a HC tip page, so like I really don't have to make it the most hardcore friendly guide on my own. I have to go back there. I need signet planning. Unfortunate, but I really need signet planning. Okay, that was painful. Stinadite is actually kinda nice. I might actually save that. 2 set of that actually gives the canopy frozen, and I might use that for the... what's the name? Judgment Day. I might or might not use that. But Judgment Day is hard, especially without the canopy frozen. Though I have decent resistances and defense. I'm not sure. If I have decent resist, yeah, for the defense, I may not need that, strictly speaking. Done. It's 119. Five four, better, but not quite. I want 515, and also I will need some Ascaris core to summon the Afla. For Avalanche, it's 1 in 6 chance, so I'm getting slightly unlucky, but nothing out of ordinary. That's the wrong place. Yeah, might as well keep that. Yeah, I'm gonna stop picking up the runes because I'm not gonna need like 6 Jaren or anything anyways. And like, after this point, I'm gonna use the Shadow Stash runes. Because I really don't need to pick those garbage runes up for like forever. Then that's right nicer than the, you know, picking up those for no reason. Other than the actual... Like, I get it, this is technically speaking cheating out of the source I've found, but please understand, I don't want to have thousands of extra runes that I don't need. That complicate the cleaning afterwards. And at some point, I'm not gonna want to have like, you know, full runes just wasted for sake of completion. I just don't care. I assure you, if you pick up a lot of runes, you will have pretty much enough to do anything you want with the runes. Not enhanced runes, yes, but pretty much anything to do with the runes. I'm not worried about that. On the hardcore, I'm gonna say that you shouldn't do that. Oh, I saw the phalanx, but can I get hit by that and then die? No. I wanted to show you, but yeah, I guess things didn't lie. I'm gonna die before by something else than the phalanx at that one. As long as you're moving in any direction, you're not gonna have too much issue. But well, if it's invisible or if you were like preoccupied by the loot of some kind, you can easily just stand still on top without noticing it. And if you're standing still, then like before you can react, you're gonna die. Modern level, I need the charm, so focus this charm first. Oh, Rift Inspector. Should give some kind of sacred unique, I think. Cutler pouch. I don't think that's useful one. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is useful for. It's better than Witch Hunter? It might be better than Witch Hunter, actually. What it... like... area of effect with magic damage is nothing. It is not important at all. Area of effect is not that reliable. You do not get that much benefit from that. But the 6% to max resistance on the max roll, high attack rating, physical resist, and bonus to defense may make it better than the Witch Hunter in some build. This is 4%. 4% total with 40% elemental resistances, some bonus to defense, strength, and dexterity. Yeah, some build may like that more than this. This one for potential honorific. Higher base defense, but not very important, so I'm not gonna pick that up. It's just far too low on the number to be that good of a one. 3 and 4. I'm gonna keep all of them because it's actually useful for the some cube recipe. In fact, do I have anything that must be done? This cube recipe is a lottery, so I can do this. I should do this. 7% is stupid. I need to do that fast. This is like 120 seconds. But well, higher defense, higher life. You cannot lose that. You will not go wrong with it. I might not be able to... you know what? After this Silver City run, I'm gonna finish the stream. Thanks so much for watching. I have to go. I might pick that up. I want to have the 100% to attack rating on the throwing axe, I think. Actually, yeah, I should have the sacred throwing axe just on the thing all the time and then pick up all of them. Because I'm gonna need to do get something close to the 100% for the down. Anyways, we are gonna kill all of the Zakram's avatars. And Popeye get the 10% stats. Like this one. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream then. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so shocked I got this one today. Impeccable. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I have to stop here. I'm gonna check if there is anybody who's playing the MX